Alright guys, welcome to another weekly vlog. It's a bit different this week because it suddenly occurred to us. We've done it for like 14 weeks, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
And then I just thought, why don't we do something like different? You know what I mean? Because there's a few things that I've noticed we haven't covered in our story so far, in our vlog. And obviously vlogging means recording everyday life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we've never covered how we met. So we just thought we'd do like a little Q&A and just talk about some things that you might want to know about us, because obviously this vlog picked up right when we were due to get married, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
And so we haven't really covered our life before, and we've had 7 years of it.
Yeah.
You know, which we should, I mean, we're getting some good shit on there, you know, wouldn't we though? So, how did we meet? We met
on a night out
on a night
in Durham.
Yeah.
I went out with my friend Ashley. We entered Love Shack. It was one of the last places that we went to on our night out, because it's open until like 2 o'clock in the morning or something, isn't it?
By the way, can I just interrupt? We both admit that's not the best sounding place to meet.
Definitely not.
If you've been to the place, it's actually like, you know, it's got a happy ending, obviously, otherwise you wouldn't be sat there watching us, but like, you know.
We just got a drink and we sat down on these seats, but because they're really tall and they're not too steady and stuff, and they were right near the dance floor. And I was sitting on one of these, and I'd said to my friend, ooh, he's nice over there, and I'd pointed over to like a couch area which wasn't far from us, and I said, he's kind of cute. And then my friend had said to us, oh, I recognise the other one. It's like, I recognise him from somewhere. And she was trying to think where she recognised him from. And she found, or she remembered that it was from the gym that she used to go to. And then all of a sudden, one of the couches became free over near where they were sitting. And so we said, should we go and sit over there, because they look more comfortable in that. So we moved over, and obviously Ashley started talking to his friend, saying that obviously they went to the same gym and everything like that. So that's me leading up to actually meeting you.
Yeah, so me and Michael, my friend Michael, who's what Ashley had pointed out, recognising from the gym where I used to go, we were like little buggers back then. Because obviously I'd been single for 3 years, not really wanting a relationship because of failed ones, and I was just happier just going out with the lads and going out Monday, Friday and Saturday, and you know, sometimes they're local and sometimes in Durham, and we were out nearly every weekend, me and Michael, for a 6-month like bender basically. And it was like sort of coming to an end just before we'd get into Love Shack. I actually said to Mike, you know, we kind of keep doing this, you know, like A, it's costing a lot of money, and B, it's like, it's not good for you, like doing this, do you know what I mean? And we were, shall we say, having fun with the ladies. I'll keep that description brief, but basically, you know, as you're single, you've got no sort, you don't have to answer to anyone, so you sort of go out on a few dates and, you know, pull a few girls and whatnot. And I had asked a few girls in the past, like, for numbers, and they never get back to you. It's almost as if like I was a notch on their bedpost, but one night stand wasn't involved. I just literally mean they wanted just to say I pulled last night. And sometimes you got chatting to them, sometimes you know, you end up snogging them, and that's as far as it went with most of them. I was a bit reluctant to give my number out, because I don't chase people, you know. You either want to go out on a date with us or you don't. If you're playing hard to get and that's your way of getting guys interested, you're not going to get a phone call off me, it's going to backfire on you. So when Tracy sat down, she started talking to me, and obviously Ashley was talking to Michael. And we just like really hit it off, didn't we?
Yeah, we were laughing all night, weren't we? And by the end of the night, obviously, we were kissing and that, weren't we? And then what really surprised us is, because I'm quite shy usually, and I don't ask for numbers or anything like that, because Ashley had to leave, and it was earlier than I was expecting, and I didn't really want to leave yet either. But obviously I was going to, because she needed to go and everything, because I can't remember for what reason why, but I think it was like work or...
It was about 1 o'clock though, you left like... There was only like an hour left, and you were making it out to be like a big deal, weren't you?
I know, it was like, I didn't really... I'm usually the one who'll probably want to go home before she would, but not tonight. I wanted to stay out just a bit longer. But obviously I think she must have had an early morning or something to have like the next morning and everything. So she's like, I need to go, and it was like, right, okay then. And as I was about to leave, I actually asked him for his number, and I never do that, which is so surprising, because he wasn't asking for mine. So I was thinking, well, I might as well just put myself out there. We're about to leave anyway. So I said, can I have your number? And then you were like,
what, you want my number?
I was like, yeah, that's why I asked.
And then I actually said to her, mind, no offence, mind, but if I'm not texting you, because like most people just ignore me after I give my number out, so if you want to see us again, you're going to have to text me, mind, because if you don't, I'll not be chasing you.
Yeah.
I made that pretty clear, didn't I?
Yeah, and about like half an hour later or something, when I got home, I texted him saying, is this quick enough for you? I know that seems a bit desperate.
I tell you what though,
doesn't it,
that put the biggest smile on my face.
Oh, did it?
Oh, aye.
Oh, that's alright.
No, but I was still in the club though. I was still in the club. I was still sitting like with Michael.
Yeah.
And then I got that text message, and I remember it vibrating my pot, and I thought, who's this? And I was like, bloody hell, Tracy. And I really just didn't expect it. Do you know what I mean? It's certainly not that fast. Anyway, you're desperate or something.
I think that shows that I was that looks desperate when the text message. Thinking back on it now though,
and it didn't end all in roses straight away.
No, it didn't. No, because we were texting each other and everything, and it was getting to the point where we might have had a date or something, wasn't it?
Mm.
And then I basically said to him, "Oh, I just need a little bit of time before I can really meet up with you, because I just need to sort my head out, because I hadn't long been split up from a past boyfriend. I think it was like about 3 months or something I'd been split up from my boyfriend, and I thought it was a bit too quick, that I was getting interested in someone else, and I was thinking, should I really be doing this?" So I had a chat with my mum and saying, I don't know what to do, and she was like, do you feel ready? And it was like, well, I wouldn't be interested in if I didn't feel ready. And she was like, well, just go for it then, if he'll make you happy, and that, just have a go, and you can have a couple of dates, see how it goes and stuff. So then I texted him saying, do you want to go out on a date and everything? And he gave me the runaround for about 2 weeks, and I eventually got sick of it.
Well, I know you've missed a little bit out there. You made me out to be a villain there.
Yeah, but
you sent a text message to me, and she'd said to us she doesn't think she's ready for a relationship. So I just thought, right, screw you then. Do you know what I mean? No, but the thing is, I sometimes get attached quite quickly to people, and I didn't want to have a couple of dates and then her to be unsure.
Yeah.
So I've been there before.
That's why I'd said wait. And
no, you're honest about it. What I'm saying is that's why I didn't chase it, because I thought, like if we do go on a few dates, because she wasn't wanting anything serious out of it, but she wanted to get to know us as she was making her mind up. I'd have probably fell for her, and she'd just thought, it might be a bit too soon. And I've been there before where they've called it off after 6-7 weeks, and you're starting to get to know them then. So I was trying to avoid that happening again, just basically on past experience. So then when she decided she was ready for dates, I was a little bit like...
You were standoffish, not wanting to...
And I wasn't nasty, but I was just not giving you an answer, was I?
You were sort of being evasive.
Yeah.
And so I ended up sending him this one last text message, because I wasn't going to chase him anymore. And I was saying, either you want to go out on a date with us, yes or no, and if you say no, or whatever, I'm just going to leave it and you won't hear from us again. And I think that gave a kick up the backside, didn't it?
Well, no, it did, because I just thought back to how well I got on with her on the night. And how, obviously, just off meeting her, she made us smile just because she'd replied back to me text like really quick. Mm-hmm. So that's always like a nice thing. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, God, I want more of that, because she's like a nice girl, and I think I'm pushing my luck here, and it's gonna backfire on me. And she's given us an ultimatum, so I sort of played it cool, like, yeah, all right then. But right now I was like, God, I really want to see this girl again, just to see where it would go. And I just remember I got off the bus, and at the time I was trying to get rid of a plasma screen TV, because I'd just bought a new one. And I was texting one of my mates to ask if he wanted to buy the TV, so I was distracted, so I was like texting like that, and then I looked up and she was stood there smiling. I was with that smile like you all on love now, with watching the vlog and stuff. And I thought, oh yeah, I've made the right decision here, like at least she's as nice as I remember. Because I wasn't drunk, but I'd had a few, like.
Like big goggle eyes, you think, oh, will she be as nice as what I thought? But the funny thing was that he said under one condition, he was going on a night out with all of his mates first.
That was the worst. It was the worst decision I'd made, that.
Yeah, so he said to us, I'm going on a night out anyway, so I'll meet you a couple of hours before that. Was it 2-3 hours or something before?
Well, I didn't want to... My way of thinking, let's just explain, was, you know, yes, I like her, yes, she likes me, like, looks-wise, right? And we both remember how well we got on. Yeah. However, I was thinking, if this drags or it's not the same, because sometimes it's not, and I've been in those situations again, I'm just doing it from experience. Not trying to tarnish people with the same bush or anything, but you never know. So my fail-safe plan was just to have an excuse to go if we were looking at the table and just, like...
Awkward silences.
Well, yeah, because it could have been, couldn't it? And so that was my plan. But it backfired on us, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because the time flew by, didn't it?
Literally all of a sudden, Michael sits down next to us and he was like, you ready to go then? And it was like, what? And it was like, bloody hell, it's already gone by.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just gone like a house on fire and
you missed a cute little bit though before you turned up. You actually cutely said to us, I would like another kiss if that's alright. Can you remember that? Yeah,
I do.
And I'll lean forward and give you a kiss.
Yeah.
Like you actually asked me for one, but no, in obviously a slutty pulley way. It was like we were having a nice conversation.
Because we were sat across from each other.
Yeah,
so
and then
none of that happened.
And then I ended up sitting next to you, didn't I? There.
Yeah.
I came round, and that was like I think a milestone, even though it was the first date. Mm-hmm. It was that we wanted that closeness, and it just took you to ask, because I don't know if I would have ever suggested that, because again, it's the rejection thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I knew you liked me, and you knew I liked you.
That's why I said it, because we were obviously flirting like mad and like just getting on really well, and there was no awkward silences in and out, and it was just like we just got on really well, which was always a good thing, seeing as we had the chemistry there.
And Michael was kind enough to wait while I walked into the bus stop.
Yeah, and I remember getting on the bus.
That was like, you know, one of those. What song would be playing in the background if that was a movie? Because seriously, right, you know when you put the girl on the bus and she drives off, and the guy like sort of gives like a sort of cool wave and like looks down at the floor because he's embarrassed, and she's like smiling back as she drives into the distance. It was one of those moments, wasn't it?
And I was like waving at him.
We've all seen it before, and it's just like you can imagine like a slow song in the background. Aye.
Cheesy grin the entire time.
And then it sort of escalated from there, but
we found out we lived so close together as well.
That was weird, wasn't it?
That we never bumped into
when you
each
wonder
other.
like how many times we have just walked past each other and never noticed, because you don't, do you? A crowd's a crowd, isn't it? Mm. And we would only probably remember that if it was a recent walk past. We might have. No, it's probably not, because you don't take that in.
We were always thinking, what if we've actually seen each other before this?
Mm. I realised like Tracy wasn't working at the time. I wasn't self-employed at the time, I was working. Mm-hmm. And she had a problem with us paying for everything, which I didn't mind because it was an excuse for me to see her. Like, I was happy to do it, but
I wanted to pay my own way.
So I just came up with the idea, says, look, I don't really have you meet my parents this early on, because obviously it's early days. However, I sort of knew it was going to be serious though, because of the way I was with you. But anyway, it wasn't just, meet the parents, this is like a special person. It was,
it was like the third date or something.
Well, yeah,
wasn't it?
Just so we could spend time together. Do you know what I mean?
Came round and watched a movie. Was it White Noise? One of the first things that we watched together.
The Michael Keaton one.
I actually remember that as well. It was like we were sat in the living room.
What a romantic film to watch together for your first ever film.
And then his mum was painting the stairs.
Yeah. So she knew already that she was a bloody house proud nut. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So our getting to know each other was like in the confines of each other's houses, and not with all the distractions of like a pub atmosphere and shouting over music and stuff like that, which was nice. I'd never done anything like that before.
No.
But I thought if you strip all that away, we were getting to know the real us, which is what you need to do when you're dating.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
We were literally seeing each other Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then obviously we weren't seeing each other the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so we were seeing each other more than we weren't.
What happened was Tracy used to come over my house for tea, and then go home about 10 o'clock. She used to give a taxi home.
Yeah.
They loved us, that taxi fare.
Friday, and
I stopped over your house.
Mine because I had a double bed.
Yeah, and then you stopped over mine on a Saturday night.
And then went home on the Sunday.
Yeah. So we were together more than we were apart.
Yeah.
And when we were apart, we were missing each other.
Yeah.
So that's when we started. Well, Tracy came up with the idea, but usually scares me off, that type of thing. But came up with the suggestion of, well, why don't we move in together? We hate being apart. We love each other. We'd already said that by that point. And maybe the next step in our relationship is to move in together to stop missing each other so much.
Definitely.
And then
looking around for like flats and like.
Well, we didn't know what we wanted, did we? We just wanted a place to call ours.
Yeah.
We
did know we wanted to be near Durham.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, well, I've always wanted to move to Durham because it's the nearest city to where I used to live. And I don't know what it was, but like when that flat came up, it might not have been the biggest, but it got us on the housing market. It was a part rent and part buy. And you've got to remember, back then the housing market was still on its arse. So it was a good opportunity to get proof that we could pay at least part of a mortgage to get on the housing ladder. So it was always going to be a temporary thing. Yeah. But we lived in there for like 2 years, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So.
And we were lucky enough that one of the first people that came to view it wanted it.
Yeah.
Because our family lived really near. And so, because our families kept saying to us, oh, it's going to take ages for you to get rid of this place because it's like obviously the shared ownership. Yeah. And luckily enough, it was just like first time. We're the
first person who looked at it, but luckily it was just a stroke of luck that.
Yeah, no.
Because
we were really lucky.
She was wanting to keep more money to herself because she was living on her own. She wanted to live closer to her family, and she knew the area. So there you go. That's how we met, and a little bit of house talk as well. But
yeah,
you know, this might bore the shit out of you, this episode, but we just decided to talk about, you know, how we first met because you're following us as a couple, and
just
that's like sort of totally missing from the story, isn't it? Yeah,
it?
Yeah. And it's nice to have a little sit-down episode where we talk to you like this and just fill you in on stuff. So let us know in the comments if you want us to do other episodes like this, like every now and again, sit-down episodes of what we're up to and things that we might not have captured on the vlog, because obviously, you know, part of vlogging is filming all your life, but you don't always have the camera on all the time.
No.
Why is Mr. Dog coming? Come on here then. Come here then, jump up.
Oh, is it itching?
Oh, it's itching. Please subscribe and, you know, pass it on and that, because we are trying our best here, aren't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Slow going, but we're still having fun with it.
Oh, yes.
We go on our honeymoon next Sunday.
So you'll be getting loads of shots of that, hopefully.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll make a couple of episodes. I won't know how it's going to pan out until I look back over the footage. But I don't want to cram it all into a 17-minute episode, and that's it. I would like to do. That'll be when, like I said, we'll release 2 episodes a week. We'll release the weekly vlog when we get back, and then however many episodes we can make footage of our honeymoon will be an extra episode that week. So thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this slightly different newer episode.
Lovely speaking to you.
Yep, and we'll see you on our honeymoon. Is the next time you see us.
Oh yeah.
So see you there.
See you there.
Take care.